Brad here with UnwiredView.com. We are checking out the Kyocera Echo at CTIA 2011. The Kyocera Echo is coming out on Sprint. It will be on their 3G network, their EVDO Rev A instead of WiMAX. It's coming out on April 17th for $199 after contract, after rebates. And the key unique feature to this one that you're not going to find on any other phone right now is the dual touchscreen mode. Certainly it has one small screen here, one small screen here, but with their powers combined, we have a much larger screen coming together where you're able to scroll up and down, you're able to use one huge application, one application on a huge screen, or you can also take these and have them act as separate monitors, do two separate apps at the same time. So on this one here, I'm checking out the email first, for example, and the greatest benefit of having the email here is that I can have the inbox and the body of the message on separate screens. So that way, if I want to go into something else, all I have to do is just hit that and it goes straight in. So I can also do this side by side, which is really nice to have as well. So now the other thing about this is that I can simultask and have two different applications open at the same time, much like if you had your two monitors on your PC and you're able to look at two different screens at the same time. Same concept here. So for example, we go into the browser, we pull up our website naturally, and then we can go in here and pull up the phone. And it'll work side by side, up and down. And then we can take it if we need to. With the browser here, let's focus. With the browser, there's a little up arrow pointing up to the other screen. So I can hit this, and it'll turn that back into one really large screen here that I can scroll up and down. And then the same with left and right. So very, very unique and very clever, frankly. Now this one also has an interesting sliding mechanism here, where on this one it took me a couple seconds to figure this out, but if you just take it and then flip it up a little bit, that will initialize the sliding. And I shouldn't even say it's a slide, it's more of just a hinge. And it just activates the hinge and lets me fold it back in to just one regular, normal phone. This one here is running Android Froyo 2.2. And beyond that, Michael, what can you tell me about this, the specs on this one? Processor, camera, all that?
It's a gigahertz Snapdragon processor.
Okay.
What else you asking? I'm sorry.
The camera?
The camera's 5 megapixels. The camcorder records in 720p HD.
Okay.
And you can do single screen or dual screen on the camera. If you do the dual screen on the camera, the top becomes your viewfinder, and the bottom is where you see the last picture taken. And we could just find it real quick for you.
Okay.
So this becomes your viewfinder, and this is the last picture you took.
Okay. And then as soon as you take the picture, of course, that picture will show up in the other screen.
Right.
And how long does it just stay there until another picture's taken?
Until you take another picture, right. Now, if you did it in single screen, it just becomes more your viewfinder.
Okay.
And the settings are on the left side.
Wonderful.
Right.
Okay. So those are just a few things about the Kyocera Echo. You're going to be seeing this April 17th on Sprint, $199 with contracts and after rebates. One other thing that's going to come included with is an extra battery. Not something that we see very often, so we always enjoy seeing as much extra battery life as possible. And then it also has a battery port or battery charger. Right, external battery charger for that extra battery there. So you can have that charged up at all times. As soon as the battery for this one runs out, you can always go in and grab the other battery.
So charge from this to the phone.
Oh, just like an external battery. Okay.
If you wanted to. So here's the thing.
All right. So you just do the cords come included with that? Okay. Wonderful. So you can just take the included cords and plug that battery directly into the phone. So that way you don't even have to worry about taking one out and replacing it if you don't want to. So it just depends on how much you want lugging around with you, I guess. So once again, this is Brad with Unwired View. Appreciate you checking us out. This is the Kyocera Echo with Sprint.